What up? How's it going? Had a really good dinner. Had a really good dinner, everybody. Just the best dinner you can possibly imagine. Just the best dinner you can possibly. Oh, I need to reset it. Just the best dinner you can possibly. Oh, I need to reset it. Just the best dinner you can possibly. Oh, I need to reset it. Just the best dinner you can possibly. Oh, I need to reset it. You can possibly. Oh, I need to reset it. You can possibly. Oh, I need to reset it. You can possibly. Oh, I need to reset it. You can possibly. Oh, I need to reset it. Oh, I need to reset it. Oh, I need to reset it. Uh-oh. 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 Sorry about the echo, everybody. Hello, testing. Okay, cool. Finally, we're back in business. Okay, now we test the audio. We're back in business. Okay, now we. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, cool. That's covered. I believe the notification went out. Yeah, so apparently the noise issues on my microphone. I was seeing some video, and I was talking about how it's like a bug because the when the audio interface is on for days and days and days at a time, like some bug develops, and so just resetting it fixes it because it has something to do with timing or how much long. Oh yeah, you're gonna do it. Really? Even the Iron King you do no damage to? It's absolutely ridiculous. Uh-oh. That's crazy. That's absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, I don't even know. I think maybe they thought that Faith would be too good if they gave it good spells. One thing you should try is try Wrath of God. Try Wrath of God and the Lightning Storm spell. The one that goes directly around you. Because I think those might be okay. They're still not good. And the fact that they're melee makes them a lot worse. But I think those are okay. So the one that's like, the one that Lightning Storms in your immediate vicinity. Sort of like how the Fire spell and like Scraps of Life work. And then Wrath of God too. Yeah, that's the problem. So you need to farm like red waters and stuff. Or whatever. Which already we're when you start talking about farming red waters to cast Faith Miracles, you know, we're off to just a roaring good start there. Oh, you like? I love this part of the game too. I agree very much. I think this part of the game is awesome. Actually, I actually really like this part of the game. I am 100% on the same page that this part of the game is absolutely amazing. I think it's probably one of the best looking areas in the game too. Okay, so I think they're resistant to lightning. Freya is my least favorite part of this area, to be honest. A little tiny bit. I wouldn't say like really bad, but I'm not the biggest fan of Freya, to be honest. I think she's an okay boss, for sure. Oh my god. Yeah, it's bad. It is bad. I know it's bad. But you should try the melee ones. I think the melee ones might be better. I know they're still bad, don't get me wrong, but they're probably they might be a lot better. Like maybe. There's like a 1% chance the melee ones are better. But I mean, when that's the best thing I can come up with, that's pretty bad. Considering pyromancies are actually pretty good. The issue with pyromancies is you just have to farm them. From, the issue with pyromancies is you have to, not farm them. You know what I mean. Yeah, you either have to farm them or you have to go to New Game Plus. And so it's like kind of not really worth it. We can try Dark, I guess, against these guys. They might actually be weak to Dark. That seems weird, right? But I don't know. Oh yeah, they're weak to Dark. These guys are weak to Dark. These guys are straight up weak to Dark. That's so weird. That is so weird. Why would these guys be weak to Dark? Because the reason why... So, the reason why dragons... So in this game, dragons are weak to Dark. And so are... dragons are weak to Dark, and so are... giants. And the reason why is because Dark is humanity. Dark is the element of humankind. And so, anything that's godly, or... So, which is kind of doesn't really make any sense, because like giants are supposed to be creatures of darkness. Yeah, no, Mid-Force is bad. Do not even try. Like, you can try a Mid-Force, but it's real stinker. I tried a Mid-Force in this run actually. It was like hilariously bad. Yeah, so you can buy Wrath of Gods from Welliger. Honestly, I'll try it too if I get around to it. But I'm not at Drangleic Castle yet, so I can't get a copy of it. I need to look to see if I have a copy of it. But I can buy one from Welliger, so I will try Wrath of Gods at some point, I think. I'll mess around with it. There's also the Lightning Storm too. But I mean, the thing is, Miracle Casting might be terrible, might be just like the worst. But in the defense of the developers and in the defense of this game, like this is the game where, this is 100% the game where, like spell buffing is the best it's ever been, right? Like elemental infusions and buffs are like better than ever. Blue Dagger, Domino Mask, Sacred Oath, and Sunseal. I don't think... Does Sacred Oath improve all AR? Or I thought it was just physical. Isn't Sacred Oath just physical? Let me take a look. Or is it all AR? And the wiki for DS2 is kind of sus. I've had situations where I'm like 99% sure that the wiki is not right about something. Oh, this is DS3. DS2. Oh, it's physical. Yeah, but I think that spell might be physical. What is it? Wrath of Gods? Because in most games it's magic. DS2. So let's take a look here. Sold by Chancellor Welliger. Yeah. With less than... Oh, it's just abysmal. Although, to be fair, you do have 99 ATN, so you are getting all 3 casts. Oh, it's lightning. It's lightning damage. Okay. So what is Sacred Oath? And I think Sacred Oath isn't doing anything for you. Yeah, it's physical. It's physical AR. Yeah, so it's just like another... It's basically like a free Flynn's Ring. Essentially. So, and then I think in Wrath of Gods, I guess, is lightning. Which is surprising, because in most Dark Souls games, it's magic, actually. So technically, as a Faith cast... So it's ironic that Faith is actually best in Dark Souls 3. That's actually insane. Faith is literally the best in Dark Souls 3. Which is just incredible to me, to even say out loud. It's like by a wide margin, too. Well, okay, DS1, you can do cool stuff with Faith in DS1. Well, yes, but if you have a bunch of like red water, 1200 damage is actually pretty good. That's actually really serviceable. If you like, well, okay, it's not, okay, right? Like, we both know that that's not really true. But if you farmed up like 1 billion copies of it, like, that's almost DLC damage. That's straight up almost DLC damage. But you'd need to farm up like 1 trillion copies of it. You'd need to have like so many copies of it for that to really mean anything. That's actually a pretty, try the Lightning Storm. Because that's actually really good. That's actually really good damage against most bosses. It's not worth it at all. You know, like it's really just not worth it at all. But technically that's viable damage. That's comparable to like the rapier kind of. Yeah. And then it's like eating amber herbs is like so difficult to do. There's like no point. Like, you could totally farm up red waters or amber herbs, but it just like takes so long to eat that it's like never gonna be worth it ever in 1 billion years. But I do have to give the game that it did have that spell. I think that spell's at least okay. I think the Lightning Storm, like I said, might be better. Who's excited to watch me die to this boss for the first time in my life? Why? Oh. Oh, man. Oh, Heavenly Thunder, I think. You'll have to correct me. Oh shit, I didn't get extra souls. I think Lightning Storm is the one I mean. I'm pretty sure Splintering is bad. I wish there was like some Melon to thump here, but it's like there really just isn't. So we got heal, medium heal, great heal, excerpt, great heal. Soothing Sunlight, Replenishment, yeah. Yeah, Heavenly Thunder. No, yeah, it's Heavenly Thunder is the one I'm talking about. Blue Sentinel Target. You can buy infinite copies of it from Blue Sentinel Targray, and I think also Cromwell the Pardoner. Or maybe not infinite copies, but copies from those two. And then... I'm pretty sure Splintering Lightning Spear is bad. I think I tried it out and it was just complete crap. It also requires 50 Faith, which is just like insane. Yeah, I definitely am talking about Heavenly Thunder, I think. But it also casts relatively slow, too. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these. I've tried them all, and I don't remember any of them because they were all bad. I've tried absolutely every single one of these spells. Beyond 100%, I've tried every single one of these spells. And they've never... except for like Wrath of Gods. I think Wrath of Gods is like the exception. And even, or no, I've tried it, but like it's been a really long time. Because I think I tried that out a long time ago, like a long time ago. But it was so hard to get that it was just that any relevance it could have had was just like completely eaten up. Like if you could somehow get a copy of it before before Drangleic Castle or something, or in Drangleic Castle, I think it'd be okay. Even then, it'd be bad because the next night is the next boss is Mirror Knight, basically, or Looking Glass Knight or whatever, right? So you'd get it, and then immediately it would be bad because you wouldn't be able to use it to kill the one boss that is up next. Oh, fudge! Come on, freaking spiders! Yeah, but against bosses with really huge hitboxes, it might hit multiple times. So against like Iron King, you might be able to hit him like 5 times it. Or you could just have a bunch of soul spears. Or you could just have a ton of soul spears, you know, and fire every soul spear at him and just win that way. But, you know, you know, if there's one thing I like to do, it's things the hard way. So you'll have to give me the But no, that's really the problem with it. If you could obtain a copy of it earlier, have either Wrath of Gods or one of these other ones, and you could like farm Amber Herbs or something relatively easily with Bonfire Aesthetics, it'd be okay. It'd be the kind of thing I'd be willing to do as like a lark. But because it's just because it's like you'd have to go. Honestly, that's actually the crazy. You know what? Maybe I'll play around with it a little bit, but you only get 1 cast, so it's like still worse than Chaos Fireball. So the idea being is that technically I could use it against Dark Lurker. You know what I mean? Like I can get a copy of it and use it against Dark Lurker and like second you know, like second phase where he splits in 2. Like you could hit him for a good like 3,000 damage or something on that phase because he's weak to lightning, right? So like the second he splits, you just hit him with a thingamajig and he takes like 3k damage, right? But you know, compare that to just casting Chaos Fireball, you know, and it just, I don't think it makes sense. Oh yeah, but of course you only get 1 cast, so what does it really even do? You know, that's the crazy thing too about it, that gets me, or that I think is really hilarious about it, is Lisi of Lindelt, when you fight her, she has infinite copies of it. She literally has unlimited copies of that spell for some reason. So it's like extra funny. Oop. Please let me rest at the bonfire, Mr. Spiders. God. Spiders truly are the enemy of mankind. In this moment. You know, most spiders are your friends. But these spiders are evil. Yeah, it's really miracles have never been worse in this game. I don't even think they're good in PvP. Like maybe. I mean, well, okay. I mean, I've had denial all game. Yeah, it's hard. You know, it's like you find out the Santa Claus isn't real and that miracles are bad in DS2. You know, it's just a part of growing up. No, I actually feel for you, and if I could rebalance the game, I would make them like at least a little bit better. Like if you that's the crazy thing about it too, is like if you're gonna spend like a billion years casting the spell, which is what you have to do with those miracles, they could at least be kind of good. You know what I mean? Like they could at least be somewhat decent, but they're not even that. They're like just bad. They're like out and out just bad. By the way, Dukester Freya is weak to fire, so we gotta bust that out. The secret tech. The secret tech that they don't want you to know about. Dukester Freya and Lud and Zalin are weak to fire. Not Sin the Slumbering Dragon, though. He's weak to other stuff. I don't know if I need those Titanite chunks. You know, don't worry, we'll get Miyazaki. I'll be like, how dare you disappoint my chat members? How dare you disappoint the people in my chat? We have like one of those TikTok things, like me and Miyazaki. Like, you know, one of those like TikTok like music things, where it's like some pop punk song or whatever, and then it's like me. And it's like I'm like the boyfriend or whatever who yells at the girlfriend's teacher or whatever. Like, you make miracles good. My chat member cried over this. And then like some song plays or something, and they show my like muscles. Where are we going? Oh, this way, this way. Man, I love sorceries in this game. Whoop. 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 Okay. Oop. Dial up. Oh, is there one more spider? I don't think he's that weak to fire. I don't know. I read that on the wiki. I don't think he's that weak to fire. If he's weak to fire... I don't know. I think he's probably not weak to fire, honestly. Based on these numbers that I'm seeing here. These look like the same numbers I saw with Dark. Correct me if I'm wrong. But these look like the same numbers I saw with Dark. Fade out the attack. Just like you're fighting Armor Spider. Oop. Yeah, that's the craziest thing, is that miracles are best in DS. Miracles are literally the best they've ever been in Dark Souls 3. Miracles are literally the best they've ever been in Dark Souls 3. Absolutely. Dark Souls 3 is the best game for miracles. If you want to use miracles, you play Dark Souls 3. Which says more about how bad miracles are in DS1 and DS2. Frankly. That's like, so it's like it's the craziest thing to think about. The DS3 is somehow the GOAT for miracles. The miracles GOAT. Yeah. Yeah, you literally can kill him in like no time at all. It's like you have like it's like you kill him in like 15 soul spears or 10 soul spears or something. 100% on even on max difficulty, even on +7. Doesn't matter. You can kill Iron King, no problem. You can kill Fume Knight. You can straight up kill Fume Knight with sorceries. You can kill Sir Alon with sorceries. You put on mages. You put on Lion Mages set, and you put on Lion Mages set, and you put on you know what? Somebody was saying in the chat that miracles have a use against Blue Smelter, though. Apparently. Or no, you use hexes. Even then you'd use hexes. Even against Blue Smelter, you'd still use hexes. No, I don't know. I don't know. I think maybe that, like, it seems like they're really good in melee, but they're just actually not. Because you do get that extra chunk of damage, but it's not worth it. It doesn't do anything. As far as I remember, at least.
Proceed.
Proceed, bearer of the curse. Oh, sure, bearer of the curse. Ya proceed, ya do. Over the green hills of Ireland, you proceed. Oh, sure, bear the curse.
Bear. Less.
Seek souls. Oh, sure. Yeah, no, you have to use... So if you wanted to kill him with spells, you'd have to use Dark. You would basically have to use hexes. You wouldn't even want to use miracles on him. Even though in theory he's, I think, weakest to lightning. You'd still have to use hexes on him. Silver Cat. Actually, while we're here, we need to repair Gowers. Oh, I have the key. I need to repair Gowers. Yep. Yeah. Use hexes on Blue Smelter. Hexes on Blue. And you poison him, Dark Fog him, and then hit him with Dark Orb. Or just whatever, I guess. You could Life Drain Patch him. I don't know. Try that, I guess. I think he doesn't really move around that much, so you might be able to... Or he does. I'm coping. There's probably a way to make some, like, meme hex work against him. But most of those other hexes are kind of just meme hexes. They don't cast very fast. They don't really do that much damage relative to how much they cost and how difficult they are to obtain. It's the same kind of principle. But you could probably use some. We could probably use one of the meme hexes on him. It'd be okay. Assuming you Dark Fog them. Dark Fog would be the real thing. Just sit there and just Dark Fog them. Honestly, I was considering that as being like a viable solution to him. It's not, but you know, at least you don't take chip damage from his dumb, you know, flame body. You're not sitting there getting burned by his fire body. Like we're playing Pokemon. Ladder.
You need it, but you.
So we go 1200. We need 1200 ladder for later.
Well,
we need 3500 ladder.
Just.
Well, before I forget, let's grab the soul vessel. Well, you shouldn't be. If you want miracles to be good, like I said, you gotta play DS3. DS3 is where the miracle... Ah! Whoa! 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 Oh my god. The waifu. Whoa. This is the happiest moment of my life. I picked really good armor sets for her this time. Look at that. Is Gooning spinning around in circles? Because this is awesome. This is awesome. This is absolutely awesome. I'm ecstatic. I'm absolutely ecstatic. We waifu'd her out this time. She was kind enough to wear something sexy for dinner tonight. Tastefully sexy. Ooh. Okay, now we go. Okay, hold up. We gotta get back to business. Thank you for the soul vessel. I mean, the colors don't match, but they kind of do, actually. It kind of works. It low-key kind of works. Look at that. It's like actually legit. And the gloves are sus, but I mean, I think those are like... Well, that would have... Yeah, well, you know, whatever. It's life for you. Yeah, you just gotta give her a new set of clothes every time. But she looks incredible. She looks absolutely incredible. Wow. I love that. It's so lucky. Fortune smiles upon me today. Okay, now... oh yeah, the Majula. Sometimes you get lucky. Sometimes things go your way. You gotta be thankful for it. Imagine you go out to dinner with a guy, and he has straw. He has a shirt with a bunch of straw on it and bones on his back and stuff. And so you wear your Fume Sorceress outfit and also your Desert Sorceress skirt, and your whatever it's called. Your Rampart Knight Golems. No, I'm not gonna mess up the jump here. Unfortunately, I'm too good at this game. I'm too heightened. I'm the Ultra Instinct Shaggy of this game. My instincts are too heightened. I've been molded by hours of failure. And in doing so, I have achieved Zen Master. The energy of the Zen Master. Cheating. Yes. Yes, working... Yes. Putting in work is cheating. I guess that's true. I guess I've made many jokes to that effect. Putting in the effort is cheating. You're supposed to just be good instantly. Duh. You're supposed to be a master at DS2 the second you start playing it. You're just supposed to just Brightbug up, bro. Just Brightbug, bro. What are you doing? What are you doing? Messing around with denial. Yeah, absolutely. I don't gotta deal with him. What are you? Just Brightbug, bro. Just Brightbug. Just Brightbug. It's like that's all you gotta do in this game. Just Brightbug. Just Brightbug, and then, Sunlight Blade, dude. Don't worry about denial, don't worry about, hexes. Don't worry about flame weapon. Don't worry about flame weapon. Definitely don't think about flame weapon. Don't think about any of that. Just Handmaid's Ladle, Mundane, and, Sacred Oath. Just Sacred Oath. Just do yourself a favor, don't think about anything, just Sacred Oath. Sacred Oath and Brightbug. Every boss. What happens when you run out of Brightbugs? So that's not a problem. Because you won't run out of Brightbugs because you're Brightbugged. Remember, the greatest evil of all is to try and fail. That's conventional. That's Zoomer wisdom for you. That's the Zoomer wisdom. That's the influencer Zoomer wisdom. Talking right there. Oop. And if you die to this boss, you're a noob. You're a horrible noob. You're a terrible, terrible noob. And you should just stop playing Dark Souls too, probably. And you should gamble. Start gambling. Yeah, that's Zoomer wisdom. That's the Zoomer influencer agenda, right there. Stop playing Dark Souls 2, and then gamble. Go gamble. Go bet on college football, and or professional football. But just bet on anything. Who cares? And smoke cigars. And vape. Okay, there we go, we got that. And get your hair cut really weird for no reason. Where, like, just shave off the sides of the hair off the sides of your head, too. Okay. And study business, I guess. I don't know. Sorry, maybe that's not fair. But most importantly, gamble. Gambling being the most important thing. Do what Logan Paul says, and gamble. The most important thing. Start gambling. Start gambling now. That's what all the influencers tell me to do, and they're successful. So, obviously, that's the way. And most importantly, don't ever fudge. Don't ever try and fail. That's the most important thing. Don't ever play Dark Souls 2 and fail. Just Brightbug. And if you can't Brightbug, then quit. Then stop playing. That's the secret Zoomer wisdom. By which I mean the Zoomer influencer wisdom. Because these guys are actually 30. All these guys who are selling this stuff to kids or to teenagers and kids are like 30. They're like 30 and they just pretend to be young. because they're cynical. Because they're just like completely amoral and cynical. So they get their hair cut like in a really stupid way, and they wear really stupid Zoomer shoes, and they dress like stupid Zoomers, but they're completely cynical. They're completely cynical. Oop. And their wives do everything, or whatever, because they're rich grifters. Oh wow, that's actually more than I thought. I thought it would be way less than that. I thought it would actually be way less than that. That's actually more than I thought it would be. But I guess his HP scales up pretty hardcore. What was I saying again? Oh yeah, so yeah, get your hair cut like a teenager. Like pretend to be a teenager for some reason. And be blonde-haired and blue-eyed too while you're at it. That's another really crucial tech. And then take steroids. And then sell gambling to children. And that's the real secret to success in the world. That's the actual secret to success. Whatever you do, don't play Dark Souls 2. Sorry, I'm joking. I'm riffing on Zoomer, on like influencer culture. On like modern TikTok influencer culture. I don't actually mean that. I'm specifically making a joke. Don't actually gamble. Gambling is probably one of the things I hate the most. I actually hate gambling very much. I hate gambling a lot. Gambling is one of the things I think should be banned. Should be just universally illegal. Yeah, it's gambling. 100%. That's something I hate very much. That's something I have a deep, profound hatred for. Yeah, so it's like, you're never gonna, like, kill him. It's never gonna be, like, a weapon, a buffed weapon or anything. Like that. Oh, I can Dark Orb him. I can Dark Orb this guy. If I get the position right. Whoop. Like, I absolutely think gambling should be just universally illegal. It's literally just scamming. It's literally just scamming. It's like, I think there's a lot of things that border on being scams, right? Oh, fudge. And I think that the traditional... Oh, shoot. The traditional explanation for why gambling is... Oh, fudge. Acceptable is like, oh, well, you're in like a, you know, casino, right? You know, it's games of chance or whatever, right? But I think that in practice, the desire to form an unhealthy relationship with it is so strong that it's like unacceptable. Especially in the modern day video game type world we have. Like, definitely things like sports betting should be hella illegal. That should be 100% completely illegal. Sports betting should be illegal. Blackjack is probably the worst because people think... That's actually the crazy thing about it, right? So I'm watching these like blackjack YouTubers. And they're like, sometimes you can make money at blackjack. And it's like, yeah, but if everyone could do that, then nobody would. Yeah, I know. If everyone could make money on blackjack, then literally nobody could make money on blackjack. That's how it works, right? So the irony is all these guys who are doing blackjack, they're like, oh, we're cheating the system, we're beating the odds, and we're cheating the system, and we're robbing the casinos. It's like, no, you're not. You're part of the marketing team for the casinos. They in point of practice, they just pay you to shill their product, their bad product. They just don't really realize it. They're basically on the casino payroll. This is another thing I really hate. Is like fashion magazines where like women have to have cigarettes in their mouth. Stuff like that too. That's another thing that should be banned. Like full-blown banned. Just like out and out banned. Like it should be illegal to depict tobacco smokers. Outside of like certain specific cases. She's just full-blown illegal to depict tobacco smokers in major film. Well, I mean, they should just be illegal, period. But then it should also additionally be illegal to portray them in most films or in most media. Unless it's like specifically a film about tobacco smoking. So unless it's like specifically a film that is about tobacco smoking as a practice. Because it's like, I see that shit all the time on social media. I see this like dumb shit all the time where it's like there's some woman and they just get her to pose with a cigarette because they pay her money. And she's literally just like a shill. She's like an amoral shill, basically. It's like, I wish I could be a shill. It's like, point me to the sellout, please. But that's not how it works. For every crappy sellout, you need like 100 people who are who are getting fleeced, right? That's how it works. That in particular annoys me so much. I was like over and over and over again. I see like fashion magazine pictures of women with oh fudge. Women with cigarettes. That's the worst. That is absolutely the worst. That's the bottom of the barrel, as far as I'm concerned. But gambling is also pretty bad too. That should be illegal. And then mostly just those two things. Mostly tobacco in general. That should hecka be illegal. That should be 100% illegal. That should be 100% illegal. Like, I don't even understand how that's even considered, like, that's like the worst. It's literally like the worst. Yeah, well, you know, whatever. You're complaining about society's ills, you're gonna fall off a bridge in Dark Souls 2. Well, I used to be a smoker. Many years ago. A very long time ago. And I quit. It was the best thing that ever happened to me. Best decision I ever made. Now I'm the smartest. Now I'm the best and the brightest that society has to offer. Uh-oh. Now I'm literally America's finest. Or whatever. Oh god. Oh, pretty hard. Took me a very long time, actually. Took me very many years to do. A lot of, well, that's the crazy thing. There's a lot of failing and like trying again, and failing and trying again, and failing and trying again. But eventually I did do it. Eventually I did do it. Yeah. So you gotta never give up. That's the trick. That's the real technique. And you gotta prioritize it too. That's the other trick. Prioritization. Right. Most people don't think of priorities as being in a structure, which is why they're easy to fool. Most people are very easy to fool because they don't see priorities as being a structure. They don't perceive. Oh. They don't perceive your obligations. They don't perceive their own obligations as being according to a priority structure. Yeah, I know. It's really lame. Really lame. This is many years ago. This was like this was 7 or 8 years ago, I think. I kind of I remember the day, but I can't keep track of the time in terms of like when it was. Not that it really matters. Yeah, best decision I ever made. 100% the best decision. So I think it should just be banned. I think it should just be full-blown banned. Just straight up illegal. People will whine at first, but it's just part of the thing. You're gonna get people who will literally whine about anything, no matter what. Just like reactionary weirdos who will whine about literally anything, no matter what. Ooh. Ah, Flynn's ring broken. Yeah, well, I mean, no matter what, and it's not even consistent. It's not like it's one group of people doing it. It's like anytime something changes, somebody will complain. Somebody will always complain about change, no matter what it is. And it's not like it's the same person over and over again. It's like different people. Yeah, it's targeted, exactly. They're on to me. They're 100% on to me. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that the biggest thing about it is, first off, you just have to rip the bandage off. You literally just have to commit. And once you do, it only gets easier. Once you make that happen, it only gets easier. It literally only gets easier. And then the other thing is, the second thing is no prophylaxis. So no like vaping or chewing or anything like that. That's all junk. It's all the same crap. So you don't want any of that either. No like gum, no nicotine gum, no patches, none of that crap. It's all prophylaxis and it does literally nothing. And then the last thing is you have to prioritize it. You have to make that your priority no matter what. You have to put that first, like above everything else. And let God sort out the rest, so to speak. Because it's like, that's the crazy thing, right? It's like you see like a homeless person on the side of the road. It's like 99% of the time they're a tobacco smoker. So it's like there's no way in heck that like you literally will not have that much trouble. It just seems really scary. But yeah, I've worked at lots of grocery stores. I've worked at lots of places where that kind of stuff is just very common. And I grew up with that. It was my uncle. My uncle is a tobacco smoker. Or he is. He is a tobacco smoker. And so it's one of those class things. It's something that kind of comes with the social class. Or like depending on where you live. In some places it's more prevalent. But yeah. Oop. It's like a policy failure of the United States government. Yeah, they're I will. What's her face? I don't know why what's her face couldn't make them illegal. I can't remember what her name was. That prime minister you guys had a long time ago during COVID. The labor. Whatever her name was. No, I'm not streaming on Twitch. I probably should, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. But what's that prime minister you guys had years and years ago? I saw a documentary on her. See, she should have done that. She should have done that when she was prime minister. She should have made that illegal when she was prime minister. Oop. But it's like probably the liberal opposition or whatever, or however the heck it's called. The whatever the party, the other party, and the opposition coalition or whatever. Yeah, who did that? Was that Labor? Did Labor capitulate to whatever you call it, to the, I don't even know. Sorry, I don't know New Zealand politics particularly well. I know some stuff about it because, oh wow, lucky me. Yeah, you're probably right about that. That's like so stupid. Yeah, see, it's like New Zealand almost succeeded. New Zealand almost succeeded. That's so crazy. See, What's-Her-Face should have done that. That should have been What's-Her-Face's policy. Oop. But she hasn't been Prime Minister in a while. She hasn't been Prime Minister in like 5 years. Or whatever. But she should have homed in right on that. Oh. I mean, she doubled down on the lockdown. See, I saw a bunch of that in a documentary I watched years and years ago about her tenure as Prime Minister. It's really awesome. Really awesome documentary I saw years and years ago. Yeah, I don't even know what's going on right now. Oop. Ah, shoot. Ah. We're gonna switch to, I think, magic for this guy anyway. It's fine. Yeah, I wish she was president. I wish she was president of the United States. That'd be awesome. That'd be really awesome. But no luck. Honestly, with politicians like that, we could probably get something done too. Yeah, why didn't they do that? Why did they not do that? Hold up, let me take a look at that. Some. So yeah, even if I look it up, I'm not going to get a good answer. New Zealand. Yeah, banning cigarettes. Let's see here. Has repealed the world first law that would have banned the sale of, a change reenacted by the new coalition government in. Oh yeah, assholes! Holy shit. That sucks ass. That's crap, dude. It was Labor. Labor nailed it, and then what happened is the stupid, the Liberal Party screwed it, didn't they? Who even is in charge right now? Let me. What's it? Is a New Zealand ruling coalition? See, I'm an American, so to me, the government doesn't make sense, or not that it doesn't make sense, not that it's like bad or anything, but I don't understand how it works. Oh, it's like a nationalist. Yeah, that's the first thing they repealed, wasn't it? That was literally the first thing they repealed, wasn't it? They didn't do anything else first. That was the first thing they repealed, wasn't it? Straight up, 100% that was like the first thing they repealed. The one law that was like actually legit. They had the best law that's ever been passed in the history of New Zealand. It's like a bunch of scumbags. Who's the... No, come on. Who's the actual party? See, I think I see politics in party of, what is it? New Zealand. Yeah, it's like some nationalist party, some bullshit nationalist party. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's bad. It's okay. It's all right. I've used it. I used it plenty. It was okay. I didn't... Oh, wait. We don't need to switch to magic. We'll just use fire. We'll use fire on him. Doesn't matter. We'll just use fire on him. He's technically weak to magic, but it's not really worth... Wait a minute. Yeah, it's not really worth switching to magic right now. I'm going to save that for Alana. Well, it's like... So, yeah, it's the stupidest thing ever. It's like these people are just immoral. It's like that's part of the problem. It's like, first off, that's taxes, right? So first things first, that's literally taxes. And it's like, taxes are great and all, but like they have to have like, so this party that's supposedly against high taxes loves taxes, it turns out. Okay, what a surprise. So they're just liars. They're just con artists. They're just reactionary, contrarians basically, who hate taxes when it's convenient for them, but apparently love taxes when it's from cigarettes. But more problematically, that's like part of the problem. Like there's nobody should be profiting from the sale of cigarettes. Like not a single person. No institution, much less the government, should be benefiting from the sale of cigarettes. It's like that's perverse incentive. It's like there's a term in economics. It's called perverse incentive, where the idea being is that like there's a vested interest in power brokers to continue the sale of cigarettes for personal gain, including the sale of cigarette taxes, right? So you have all these people employed in like the tobacco industry and employed in the management of tobacco sales and stuff like that, and those people don't really want to lose their jobs, theoretically, right? But still, yeah, it's no good. It's like stupid. And of course that's the first thing the Liberals repealed, right? So Labor gets ousted in 2003, and that's literally the first thing that they repealed because they have their priorities straight. Because the stupid nationalists have their dumb priorities straight. What a bunch of clowns. A bunch of dogs. Makes me mad. Makes me really, really mad, actually. Dude, New Zealand... It's so crazy to me. It's so crazy to me how those stupid, like, dumb rioters get their way. It's, like, absolutely ridiculous. God. Dang. She teaches at Harvard now. Whatever her name is. I don't know what her name is. I don't know what her name is, but she teaches at Harvard now. She literally lives here. She lives here in whatever it's called. Not Salt Lake City. She lives in New York. Yeah, they cut taxes where it's convenient for somebody they like. But they question all the other taxes for like random reasons. It's like, but they don't actually want small government or anything like that. That would be ridiculous. That's the opposite of what they want. That's like their plan. Marco Rubio doesn't want small government, right? He doesn't sit there, and this is the crazy thing about it, right? Is just like if the conservatives were smart enough to ban tobacco, I'd kind of like them, but they don't have they're not smart enough. That's the problem. If Trump was like, we're banning tobacco tomorrow, and the Republican senators were all in on that, I'd be like, oh, you know, hey, you know, I can disagree with them about all these different things, but at the end of the day, you know, they at least got something done. They at least made the world a little bit better. But it's like they can't even do that. They're just totally worthless. They're just crooks through and through. More things change, the more they stay the same.
You are bearer.
God, it makes me mad. That's like the worst. Well, you know, I wouldn't say it's the worst news because it almost worked. They almost banned tobacco in New Zealand. And that would have been really awesome. Okay, what are we doing? I guess we just eat this because I don't need Covetous Demon Soul.
Bearer.
Yes, I know the current the current setup in New Zealand is like the same as our government right now. It's like really stupid. But I mean that's the problem is you know, I don't know how the New Zealand electorate works. But like our system is like rigged. It's just like straight up rigged. Like it's like we live in it's not an autocracy, but it's like darn close. It's like a what do you calls it? It's like set up specifically so that it's not democratic. That's such a shame. Oh well. Okay, where are we going? Drink Lake Castle. Yeah, that's the see. It's crazy how you know about this stuff because of Americacentrism. It's like the centrality of the American government. And how it's like spectacle. It's like spectacle. Yeah. So that's like an old civil. That's like a pre. That's actually a really interesting system to talk about because, it was partially created to maintain the institution of slavery. Okay, so like when even when the country was being founded in 1776, slavery was already really controversial. In 1776, slavery was extremely controversial, right? So you had these Puritans on the from the northern states, and they were very, very vehemently opposed to slavery, even during the Revolutionary War, and the southern states. But you had all these big, huge landowners from the southern states who of course had slaves, right? And so the system, my understanding was the system was specifically set up, engineered specifically to enable the balance of anti-slave to pro-slave attitude. And as the country grew, and as more states were inducted into the Western, as traveling west, more states were inducted, they specifically continued to engineer that system that maintained slavery, right? So there are specific rules governing when states were added and whether or not they could be slave or free. And so it was literally as the states were continuing to push west, the nature of the Congress and the House of Representatives were specifically engineered and balanced to maintain the institution of slavery systematically. And so yeah, if you think I like Congress, you're out of your mind. I absolutely hate Congress. Now, the thing about it is that as time went forward, the North got more and more powerful, and the South got weaker and weaker and weaker, right? So by about the eve of the Civil War, in the 1840s, 1850s and stuff, the South was like 1% as strong as the North. In like every respect, they had less food, they had less factories, they had less literally everything, right? But because of Congress, up until the Civil War, they still had political power. And people too. So the South was or the North was much more populated. It had like 5 times as many people or something as the South. Maybe not that many, but it had a lot more people. And it was all the way up until the Civil War when it wasn't until the Civil War so that's what really triggered the Civil War is this pro-slavery movement. This pro-slavery government system had existed for basically like 100 years, and then right before the Civil War, what happened was it kind of broke. It kind of broke down, and Lincoln was elected president. Right, so Lincoln was a Republican, and he was anti-slavery, and like the Senate, it's something to do with the Senate. Like I think there was like a Republican supermajority or something, where the Republicans controlled either the House and the presidency or the House, the Senate, and the presidency. I'm not sure which, because I'm not an expert on the political situation in the Civil War. But that's what triggered the Civil War. Is as Lincoln won the presidency, and then. Either both the Senate and the House were anti-slavery. And so the jig was kind of up at that exact moment. And that's what actually triggered the Civil War. Nope. Well, I don't need that. So yeah, obviously I don't like the Senate. The Senate's not... I don't consider the Senate a good system. Yes. I don't know that much about Britain, because it's actually really funny because many of the Puritans from the Civil War, from the English Civil War, went to America, right? So this coalition of so a lot of the Puritans who were ousted following the English Civil War left for America, and so it's kind of ironic that they loved. That the British hated slavery because their like great nemesis, the Puritans, were the ones who hated slavery the most in North America. Yes, and on top of that, the other problem with our system that nobody talks about is the fact that our system literally does not make sense. The checks and balances don't work. Okay, so you have the Supreme Court. Okay, well, we'll forget about the Supreme Court for a second, right? So you have the Senate and the House of Representatives, right? And the Senate is 2 votes per state, and the House of Representatives is the number of people in the states, or is the number of seats according to the people in the states. And each state works a little differently, so that's kind of weird, but whatever. But the issue is that the same mechanism that chooses the Senate, or the same mechanism that chooses the House and the Senate, chooses the president, which means that the president is chosen by the House and the Senate, basically, if I'm not mistaken. So that doesn't make any sense. It's not a check and a balance. That literally just is non-functional. That doesn't make any sense. Why would the House and the Senate get to choose the president? The House and the Senate, that's the opposite of what makes sense. That's literally deranged. That's like complete derangement. That's literally, the president is therefore a vehicle, or is therefore the pawn of the House and the Senate. So it like doesn't make any sense. It's not a check and the balance. It's literally not a check and a balance, because it's the same mechanism. It's literally the same mechanism as the House and the Senate. And the Supreme Court is chosen by the president. And I don't know. Right, I mean, like, I don't know. The Supreme Court's weird. I'm not going to talk about the Supreme Court. You know, the council of unelected legal clerics that rule our lives, and everyone's trying to curry favor with for some reason because they're capricious. But that's the thing I like about them, is they're weird and capricious, and they're actually not that interested in repealing a lot of stuff, I guess. I don't know. The Supreme Court is the weirdest thing about the American political system, because they don't, I don't know. I don't think, I don't know. Maybe I have a rosy opinion about them because I don't really know exactly what they do day to day or what they've done thus far. But so far, a lot of stuff has not been worked or unrepealed by the Supreme Court, and I don't know why. Even though, in theory, it should be in the pockets of the ruling coalition right now. But, yeah. Or the ruling party right now. We don't even have coalitions. So the Supreme Court's weird. I don't know. The Supreme Court is very strange. But I'm not gonna. I don't know enough about the Supreme Court. Supposedly, they're really interested in not messing with the political system. Nobody in Washington right now wants to curtail the power of the Supreme Court. Not even, like, Democrats, right? So, I don't know exactly what that means. Right? So anytime there's a political issue, they all want to curry the favor of the Supreme Court, right? They don't want to say, oh, the Supreme Court's wrong. We don't like the Supreme Court, right? There's like a continuous effort to curry the favor of the Supreme Court. At least that's as far as I've read. Right? And so anytime somebody doesn't like what Biden does, or anytime somebody doesn't like what Trump does, the Supreme Court is the first guy they go to. Essentially, right? Or the local courts, and then it moves up to the Supreme Courts, and the Supreme Court chooses what they want to do, or what issues they want to cover. And so they can just choose not to see certain... They can choose to basically go alongside the rulings of the lower courts, or they can choose not to go alongside the rulings of the lower courts. So it's one of those things that kind of strikes me as being very strange, because it's like they don't want to go against the rulings of judges below them, generally, because that makes them look bad. But they also don't want to go against the rulings of the president or whatever, right? They don't necessarily want to, like, make the Senate mad or something. I don't know. But I think that's probably the bigger thing, is they're not necessarily interested in overruling lower courts. So if a lower court says we do this, they're not necessarily interested in overruling it. I don't know. Like I said, maybe I have a too optimistic perception of the Supreme Court, especially right now, but I don't know.
The king long ago, she, the king with her.
Forlorn. Poor Forlorn. You gotta give Forlorn that he never gives up. I respect Forlorn that in as much as that. Okay, those. I want those. We can try Wrath of the Gods too. Yeah, he really is. There should have been more pursuers in the game. That's one thing I do absolutely agree with, is there should have been more pursuers in the game. There should have been like another, like, there should have been a pursuer encounter in every area or something. But I guess that's the problem with Sekiro, is how many mini bosses there are. How there like really aren't that many major bosses, and how like most of the bosses are actually mini bosses. So I don't know. Yes, the Pursuer is actually really cool. He's like one of the most underrated things about this game. He's like actually really, really, really cool. Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I'm kind of glad. Wait, can you get his armor? Can you get Pursuer's armor? Can you get Pursuer's armor? 1 second here. Uh-oh. Shoot! Ah! That's so dumb. Oh, you cannot get the Pursuer's armor. You literally cannot get the Pursuer's armor in this game. That's actually really interesting. I didn't know that. You straight up cannot get the Pursuer's armor. I don't know. I haven't gotten to the headless bosses yet. Whatever. Whatever. It'll be fine. You know what? We're just taking a little stroll through the countryside. Oh, speaking of which, actually. Speaking of which, hello. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, God. I want the Twinkling Titanite here.
You've only fought them once? Those bosses actually sound really dope. Those bosses sound really, really good, actually. Oh, I need to get I need to get Forgotten Key. Ah. Well, we need the Twinkly Titanite here. Falconers or whatever. Falconers are just chilling. I'm gonna give this stuff to What's-Her-Face next new game cycle. Like all enemies are weak to dark too. I want to know what's up with these guys. I want to like understand. I want to like talk to Miyazaki and be like, what's going on with these guys? Why are they so weird? And the answer is probably something to the effect of, yeah, we didn't have enough time or something, but I still want to know why they're rigged up so weird. I feel like what's going on with them is they don't have a model. They don't have a human model. Like, they don't have a mocap actor. So my suspicion is a lot of enemies have mocap actors and these don't, or something like that. Or their mocap actors were like... their mocap acting is incomplete or something. Oh, do they have the shield in Elden Ring, really? That's really cool. Yeah, I bet Urine doesn't work on them. What a surprise Urine doesn't work on them. What a surprise. Am I surprised? You can see the shock on my face. Well, you can't. But you can feel the shock in my voice. That Urine doesn't work on them. What a surprise. You know, Urine, the thing about Urine is it only works on the enemies that are the hardest, you know? Yeah, I should stop complaining because it works in Frozen Alayam Lois, so what am I complaining about? But yeah. Urine. What a surprise Urine doesn't work on Falconers. It's like, as we all know, Urine works on all of the game's most annoying enemies. So, and their shield is like this little crappy tiny shield, and it like blocks anything. Like you cannot stance break them at all, basically, the stupid Falconers. So even if you have like the biggest, heaviest club or the biggest, heaviest axe or something, you cannot stance break a Falconer, I think. Like literally a massive the fume hammer or the smelter hammer will literally just like bounce off their armor. Bounce off their shield. Well, it works in Frozen Alayam Lois, which is maybe the most important thing possible. So because it works in Frozen Alayam Lois, it's actually kind of good, I will say. If it didn't work in Frozen Alayam Lois, it would be bad. Well, because there's a couple places I use it, but yeah, I don't even use that much. You could use it in Brightstone Cove, but again, the invaders aren't affected by it, so... yeah, it's good in Alayam Lois. Although you want to fight them for this for the rapier anyway. Oop. I need to buy a new controller. I need to go online and buy a new controller like right now. Okay, this first door. Whoa! I know, I did make it to the bonfire. I did make it to the bonfire. Truly, my heroism knows no bounds. Oh. I'm not even being ironic. There. Or sarcastic. Not even being sarcastic there. Oh no, uh oh, wrong door. Oh boy, that's bad. Oop. Ah. Oh, it's rough. This is okay. Well, gotta try that again. Gotta try that again. Gotta give that another shot. This stinking room. And I have to get through that door too. It's not optional. That door in the end. Well, the thing about this room is it's really not that bad. I actually like this room too. But it's like it's one of these places in the game you just have to cheese. Where's the... yeah. You just like have to cheese it, unfortunately. Hmm. Oh, he's gonna go for... nope, okay, cool. I'm sick. Yeah, you need to go one at a time on each side. So getting these end doors is really hard if you don't have the... oh shoot, ah! Fudge. You have to do the end doors first, right? I don't know. And you still get Stone Knights. This should have been relatively easy. And you can't backstab these guys either. There we go. Trails Lock Stone. No, they do get easier, actually. Although that boss fight is always hard. Hey, come on. See, when you ball as hard as I do, every bonfire is awesome. I'm the master at work. The master is at work right now. The incredible master. The canvas of Dark Souls 2. The paint upon the canvas of Dark Souls 2. Okay, there we go. Hopefully I don't trigger the one on the end. Or I don't trigger the one that the door I accidentally opened. And we'll play Demon Souls. So much Demon Souls. I'm gonna be Demon Souls like 15 times in a row. Hope everyone loves Demon Souls. Because that's coming. Demon Souls is on the way. Well, they actually hit really hard. So I have like no armor. They hit really hard. It's not a surprise. I'm like maybe a little surprised, like 1%. But it's really not that weird, I don't think. Oh shoot, Okay. I think I'm maybe a little tiny bit surprised. Like a little tiny bit surprised. I mean, we can try Havels, ultimately. And it may actually be worth the extra AR. But I mean, Flynn's Ring is just so free. And there's like really not that much that's going to replace Flynn's Ring. And the stamina penalty from Havels is going to be really bad. Yeah, we'll try it. We'll try it. This next cycle, we're going to try it. We're going to go mundane. We're going to put on Havel's armor. We're going to compare mundane versus non-mundane. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Wait, oh, it's wrong. Uh-oh. How do I kick? Ah, fudge. I did that wrong. Oh, it's your least favorite room. I think it's an okay room, actually. It's at least interesting. It's at least an interesting room. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. I don't know what's up with that. I literally do not know what's up with that. Well, I do, but I like knocked him off the ledge. And then he... Yeah, it's just weird. It's just weird. I gotta pick these off. Okay. Grab the Royal Swordsman armor. Go up this set of stairs. Yeah, we'll use Dark against these guys too. I think they're probably... yeah. Luckily, I'm wearing my my lucky shirt with the straw and the bones on it. You see all the straw and the bones on my shirt, and how lucky they are. Oop. Uh-oh, I did it again. Oops. Oh, fudge. Okay, can we just not? Guys. Gentlemen, please. Uh-oh. Oop. Okay. Okay, now he decides to go up the ladder. It's crazy. No. Dead. She's been dead for a long time. I killed her, like, last stream. I hella killed her. Yeah, here's a spoiler. Spoiler alert. That's, what's-her-face. That's, Alicia of Lindelt. Just dead spoiler alert. That's Alicia of Lindelt. Yeah. So, that's where she is. Dead. Dead is where she is. Okay, wait a second. I need to tune Dark here. There we go. She is very dead. She's very, very dead. In fact, I think I killed her... Oh, well, not that long ago. If this were a casual playthrough, I would have killed her a long time ago. But no, I killed her. I killed her when I saw her in Hyde's Tower of Flame, which would have been... I don't know. However long ago that was. It's been a while. It has been a while since I killed her. But anyway, forget about that for a minute. Yeah, I actually had a really good dinner too. Although I burned the onions a little bit. I had onion hamburger steak. Oh, lightning is way better on these guys. Or either magic or lightning. I don't know which. I had onion and hamburger steak with uh-oh. There's Luigi. Uh-oh. Look at those iframes. Focusing the red one just to feel something. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling that now. Come here. Oof. Uh-oh. This is like sad. Come on. I'm lucky I don't get one shot by them. Oop. Oh, I did. Okay, well, let's just try it again. Let's do this again. Sacred Chime Hammer is probably not happening. Sacred Chime Hammer is like probably not happening like at all. Because it's just worse than the Giant Lords Club or whatever. The Giant Warriors Club. That's embarrassing. Okay, well see that's why you do it the other way. That's why you kill the blue one fast. That's why you kill the blue one fast. In fact, actually... Uh-oh. In fact, actually, we're going to go even one step farther here. We're going to start by doing... this, and then we're going to go... lightning. Where is it? I think this is a much better setup. It's like sad. It was like pathetic. No, it's true. I mean, we could try. You know what? Actually, we will try it. We actually will try it. We'll try it. We'll try it out, actually. Actually, we will try it. In fact, actually, we'll do that right now. We're actually going to do that right now. Wait a minute. Hold up. We actually... well... How many things do I have? I need like 45 petrified dragon bones, okay? Because I need to try roaring halberd. Yeah, we'll try it later. We'll try it next cycle. We'll get it this cycle, but we'll try it next cycle. Because I need to upgrade roaring halberd, and I need to upgrade red smelter sword, and I need to upgrade blue smelter sword, and I need to upgrade sacred chime hammer, apparently. Well, I mean, maybe the big dark thing is actually really good. I don't know. Maybe that actually like trucks bosses. I don't know. Maybe if I dark infuse it and I hit the boss with the R2, it'll just like they'll just die instantly and I'll win the game forever. And like it'll say like you win will pop up on the screen or something. And Miyazaki will clap. He'll barge into my apartment and clapping and cheering for me. I kind of doubt it, but I'm not going to sit there and leave money on the table. It's at least weird enough that it's probably maybe possible. Okay, we kill the blue one. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. I'm dead. Okay, we'll try it. Why is this the boss again? Why am I getting wrecked by this boss? Of all bosses, why am I getting wrecked by this one? What did I do wrong? Of all bosses to get absolutely obliterated by... It's like the worst. Yeah, I don't know. It's like Iron King, the stupid spider. This boss apparently is the bad one. This boss apparently is the bad one apparently. Apparently it's this boss. Hardest boss in the run, I guess. Well, I mean, to be fair, you can't kill him that fast. Like, I guess I could Bright Bug. But, I mean, am I really... I don't know, maybe I should Bright Bug. Maybe I actually should. Oh, come on. And again, it just starts right off the rip. It's like once you kill the blue one, it's like super easy. Fudge. So awkward. Oh, come on. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know what I did wrong. Probably Ice Rapier. I've tried lots of other weapons and they have not been good. Rapier is probably good enough. Rapier or Espada Repara is probably good enough. As far as I can tell, it's the Ice Rapier though. Because you get the free bleed proc every once in a while. It doesn't actually do much. But you do get a free bleed proc on some enemies and bosses. And the only thing is, you need a bunch of them. You need a whole bunch of them. You need like 3 or 4. You need like 3 of them at least. Because you're going to want to mix and match elements as you get into the higher cycles. And then also, for Sin the Slumbering Dragon, Ava, and Ludden's Allen, you will need multiple copies. You will need multiple of them. Yeah, so that should be enough, I think. I recommend a fire one. I recommend one of your ones is fire, and then you can also just switch one to magic as necessary. You know what? Actually, no. I know what we're doing. I know what we're doing here. I don't want him to pull his stupid his halberd out. I don't want that. I want him to keep shooting me with arrows. That's what I want. Don't pull your halberd out, blue one. Listen very closely to the... Uh-oh. Justice for Delve Game Guides. What a hot mess. Okay, there, and he does it anyway. He does it anyway. That doesn't even work. Ah, you bosses. You tricksy bosses. You tricksy bosses. You tricksy bosses. That's incredible. I should have known. I should have known. Oh, you tricksy bosses. You tricksy bosses. Okay, see, that didn't even work. My plan, my secret strategy of letting the blue one shoot me while the green or the red one, while I kill the red one, did not work either. So I'm back to the... You know what? No. I thought about this. I've done some thinking here. Time to stop pretending. Oh, God. Time to stop pretending. Just put denial back on. Just put denial back on. Just don't even play around with that dumb spell that sucks. It does nothing. That horrible spell that it just sucks and is bad. Just put the denial on. Just do yourself a favor and put denial on. Just go all the way. You make me feel like I'm living a Dark Souls dream. The way I'm dying to Dragon Riders. Don't ever look back. Is that anything? Uh-oh. Okay, we're gonna lure red one. I like how I've never had issues with this boss until this second. Oop. That's actually not true. Okay, to be just like painfully clear about it. It's like actually not true. Uh-oh. There we go. Okay, yeah, boss dead. Yeah, congratulations. Yeah, I'd win if I used lightning spears. That's right. Why not just use my bare fists? Let's just skip to the chase here. Let's just cover it. Let's just champion seal this. Heck, you know what? Let's do it right now. Where is it? Oh. Oh. Let's Vanquisher seal this. You know, let's just Vanquisher seal this. You know, why deprive myself of the experience of Vanquisher sealing this? I don't mind. Oh, it's not going to let me. Because I have too many things equipped. Why deprive myself of this experience? Why deny myself this experience? You know, let's just Vanquisher seal it. Yeah. Yeah, that's so great. Vanquisher seal. Yeah, everybody. Let's just put the clown shoes on. What? Oh. Uh-oh. Whoops. Whoops, that wasn't supposed to happen. Let's pull out the secret weapon. Oh. And it's just that easy. No big deal. The old 1-2, yeah. Yeah, let's why deprive ourselves the experience of putting on that weapon? Why deprive ourselves that experience? Why deny ourselves the opportunity to try that? We need Sunset Staff. Where is it? Sunset Staff, Pyro Flame. Put on the bow. Ah, we don't need the bow for right now. It's fine. Yeah, it's very satisfying. Yeah, you know what? Let's just put on the Vanquisher seal, you know? Let's deny ourselves no opportunity. You know, it's like, why even do? You know, let's just do, you know, the stupid, if I was a real man, I'd use Lightning Spear only. If I was a real man, I'd do, where am I? I do, oh, it's this way. What the heck? What? Hello? Because there's the treasure room. What is this way? Oh, I remember. This loops back. If you go all the way through, it loops back. Okay, I remember. I remember that, actually. Had to think about that one for a second. Praise the sun. Praise the sun indeed. Praise the you know what? No. No praise the sun. Praising the Vanquisher seal. That's the real go to this run. The Vanquisher seal. That in denial. Honestly, you probably could do every boss with Vanquisher's Seal. But it would be really hard. Hey, I mean, there's life for you. You know? You wake up one day and lightning miracles are bad. If you want miracles to be good, you should play, like I said, Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is a game where miracles are good. Miracles are bad in every other game, except Dark Souls 3. Dark Souls 3 is the exception. Miracles are really good in Dark Souls 3. They're bad at, they're hard to get online. But when you actually get into them, they're pretty, oh fudge. Ah. Well, I just need to urine this. I just need to urine this. I don't know what I'm doing. Very silly. Just urine it. Where is it? Right there. Well, I wouldn't if I had yearned. If I wasn't so arrogant and I had yearned, it would have worked just fine. This part is harder than, yeah, I would say that's probably true. Although I've had a lot of issues in the, well, I haven't had that many issues in the castle. The castle's pretty easy. Faith is good in DS3. Well, sort of. Lightning miracles aren't actually good. But you can also buff Dragon Slayer's axe, and so it's okay. And then you can use bleed against a bunch of bosses. So you could probably kill Gale with miracles. If you really wanted to, you could straight up kill Gale with miracles. I'm not sure what bosses you couldn't kill with miracles, but you could definitely kill a lot of bosses with miracles. And it's entirely because of Dark Miracles. So it's actually hexes, but they're still technically miracles. But yeah, you could 100% kill Demon in Pain and Demon Within or whatever. With miracles, you could kill uh-oh. These guys resistant to lightning, or they just get so bulky? That's it. Okay. Okay, we need to go back to dark here. For this next guy. Magic might be better against him, but it kind of doesn't matter. Okay. Yeah, it's like some Sekiro crap. Dark weapon. Dark orb. We're gonna need dark orb for this next part. Or no, not this next part, but the next part. After this part. Yeah, so this part is actually pretty easy. We can get a soul vessel here too. Which would be crucial in trying out Mundane. And how great Mundane will be. And how insanely crucial Mundane will be. How useful and strong it will be for video games. Or whatever. Whatever the heck I'm talking about. I'm not gonna Dark Orb him. I'm not gonna Dark Orb. I'm gonna Dark Orb the Twin Blade guys. The Stone Twin Blade guys. Those are who I'm gonna Dark Orb. Because otherwise they're really hard to get past. And it's like the only real way to deal with them. This guy is not getting Dark Orbed. This guy I'm gonna do whatever I can to ignore. Stealth. I'm sneaking. This is my stealth character, my stealth build. Oh, yeah, I caught on. Okay. But you can't get the key. That's where he draws the line. Whoop. See, if Bro didn't imprison the maiden here, he probably would be able to kill me a lot easier. He'd probably have a lot easier time killing me. Yeah. That guy just ignore. But that's what he gets for imprisoning the maiden. It's hidden body. Yeah, I guess hidden body isn't in this game, is it? Yeah. Or isn't there a hidden? No, there's not a hidden body. There's the one that makes your footsteps make no sound. But I don't even know if that really works against these enemies or not. Okay, wait, yeah, I could have actually just dropped down. Or, I mean, I could have feathered out. Whatever. Not a big deal. And then this part's pretty simple, too. Hello, gentle lemon. I don't know. Dark Orb is where all the magic happens, for sure. I'm dark in my orb. I'm sitting there dark in my orb. It's like I see the pretty woman in I see what's your name? What's the stupid pyromancer trainer again? Sorry, I shouldn't call her stupid. Who's looking really good in this run? I see her and I'm dark in my orb. I see the Firekeeper and I'm dark in my orb. I'm like, hey, hello, Shanalot. I'm gonna dark my orb. Right in front of you. But she's cool with it, obviously. It makes her cape fly. Every time I do it. Her cape goes kaboom and flies straight to the side. Let me show you guys. I'm gonna show you guys. I'm gonna dark my orb right in front of Shanalot. And you guys will see what I'm talking about. Oh, after this boss. Oop. Oop. Yes, this boss is also really creative. I like his shield. I actually do like the shield. It's really funny. He's also left-handed too, which is an underutilized thing in a lot of these games. Because it means you need to dodge him on the left side, or on his left side. Well, no, he's actually really goofy because you can't dodge him on the right. So most left-handed bosses, you want to dodge them on the opposite side of their sword hand. But this guy's weird because of his shield. Boom, boom, boom. Just look at this noob with the greatsword. Look at this greatsword noob. Look at this greatsword noob. Ah! Uh-oh, I'm dead. No, I'm not. Okay, never mind. We're good. Very frustrating. Fudge. Oh, jeez. That's so dumb. It's I don't. Well, I'm human right now. I am human right now. Yeah, whatever. That happens all the time. I've died last hitting to the last hit before the last hit boss like over and over again. Engraved gauntlets? Probably. Okay, there's a reason I don't like engraved gauntlets, and that's because I have Seldora manchettes. So Seldora manchettes gives you 10% extra souls. So you have two choices. You can either have 10% fewer souls, which past a certain point is probably worth it, or you can I forgot about them actually just now. I actually just barely remembered them. But like for 9/10 of the run, I'd rather. So Seldora manchettes are 10% extra souls, right? So that's sort of my. Oh come, that's so many souls that I just lost. Speaking of which, yes, absolutely. Engraved gauntlets would absolutely be worth it. 100% those would be worth it. But you have to go through the trouble of actually getting them too. Is the only problem. That's the only problem with those, is you have to actually get them. I just lost like 20,000 souls. Ugh. Ugh. Like Garfield on Monday or something. Okay, yeah, so I'm using Seldora gauntlets, but it's good that you reminded me about those, because now I can remember to mention them when I talk about this game. I guess, well, let's see. I could get them for +8. I probably should have gotten them a long time ago. Although it doesn't really matter, I don't think. So wait, what's the quest again? So you talk to Pate, and then you talk to Pate again. And then you talk to Pate a third time. Or no, and then you talk to what's-his-face. And then you talk to him. And then it's like all trapped. Yeah, so you would want engraved gauntlets, but it's small enough that I don't think it's like the end of the world if you don't have them. 23,000, huh? Ah, 231,000. Well. That's actually 2/3 of a level up too. See, this is why I have the Seldora manchettes on. At the end of the day. Yes. Yeah, and then the hard one to get is, the problem is you have to do what's-his-face's thing every time. So I think maybe for the last cycle I'll try it. But I also want to give this character the opportunity to have, like, the best stats possible, too. I mean, then again, I just lost, 200,000 souls, so that's kind of bad, but, yeah, whatever. I can cry about it, I guess. Maybe I'll scream and cry about it. I'm sure that will work as a strategy. Miyazaki will come when my souls check. Oop. Refund me. I'll ask Miyazaki to do a server rollback. Actually, you can just take out the files. I guess I could technically get the souls back if I had a backup save. But I haven't done that. Really, it's a skill issue is the thing. Boom. Ah, man. Oh, you. Oh, you troublemaker. Oh, you're so cute. Look at you. Your little sword. This guy, huh? This freaking guy. Me and him go way back. Me and the Looking Glass Knight, we go way back. From the same neighborhood. Okay, come here. Come here, you. Ah, man. Come on. Why am I doing this one? Why am I doing this so bad? I don't know why I'm doing this so bad. I don't know what's wrong with me today. I don't know what's wrong with me today. People are like, boo, boo. They're in the stands, yelling, calling for my execution. For how bad I've done this. Oh, you know what? Hey, you... Yeah, exactly. We'll get it again. We'll get it next time. We'll get it next time. Well, I don't know. I don't have old Leo Ring on either, so that's maybe part of it. Might be part of the problem. Okay. Yeah, it's kind of interesting, actually, the Christian imagery. Well, I think it's actually not Christian imagery. I think in the medieval ages they did... Well, it is Christian imagery, right? But I think in the Middle Ages they loved that crap. I mean, I just forgot about it, to be honest. I actually did just forgot about those gloves. You just barely reminded me about them. I've used them so rarely that you just barely reminded me about them. But maybe for like the... And see, the thing is that for the last cycle, I would probably consider doing it. Honestly, I probably could have stopped gaining extra souls a long time ago and it would have been fine. Because I'm kind of at the limit of where... But I do like leveling up every boss. I have to admit, I do like leveling up every boss. So maybe for the last cycle... This is 7. So this is the second to last one. So next cycle is the last one. So maybe for the next cycle I'll do Pate's questline. We'll see what Pate's questline is like on the last cycle. And then we'll get the engraved gauntlets on the last cycle. And then I'll use them for all the DLC bosses, for the final DLC bosses and stuff. It's also 5%, so technically in point of practice it could never trigger for a boss too, which like obviously not very likely. But I'm only going to hit this guy like 20 times, right? So there's... So statistics are 1, 2, 3. So statistically speaking, 4. 5, 6. 7, 8. Okay, I'm gonna hit him like 40 times actually. So you're gonna get 2. You're gonna on average 2 every cycle, I guess. 6, 10, 11. 12, 13. Yeah, I'm gonna hit him about 40 times. Oh shoot. 15, 16, 17, 18. I think I'm at 18. 19, 20. Okay. 21. 22. Oh shoot. 23, 24, 25. 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Okay, yeah. So the old Leo ring really made the difference there too. But I think you're right. I think we'll do it for the last one. That's true. Yeah, but I mean the ring slot isn't really that important. Oh, I could have leveled up if I just hadn't lost those souls. Ah. No, you're right. We'll get it for the last cycle. I should have gotten it at the beginning of the run, but we'll get it for the last cycle. Oh, we're not taking the old Leo ring. Well, I did. I actually just did. I put my silver covetous on. Yeah, I know. Well, there actually is a level up for me because I'm gonna pop a bunch of souls. Actually, I gained about as many souls as I lost for that fiasco. For that horrible, horrible fiasco. That joke. That terrible joke. That laughable comedy joke of losing all those souls. All those precious, precious souls. Oh no, we're popping... So, absolutely I'm popping souls. That's not even up for debate. Also, I'm going to show you guys how to dark my orb in front of Shanalot. Look at her cape. Oh wait, wrong spell. Well, actually, look at that. Yeah, so even dark. So does Denial do it too? Look at her cape. Watch her cape. Boom. Look at that. She just can't get enough of it. She's excited. She's like, ooh boy. I love Shanalot. Love you, Shanalot. Okay, what are we doing? Old Dead one. Wait a minute. Do we need something with this one? No. I don't need that. Okay. Old Witch's Soul. I don't need that either. Old Pale Drake I do need. Well, I already have the Crypt Black Sword. So you're right. But I already have it. So. Looking Glass Knight. So I understand where you're coming from, but bear at a curse. Oh, sure.
Bear.
Oh, sure. Bear at a curse. Okay. Dragon Rider. I think that's enough. Maybe not. I don't know. One more for good measure.
Bearer and
Okay, it's good enough. Dex it up. Oh no, that's not happening. That's not even. No, that's not gonna happen. That's just the wrong way to do things. Wrong, incorrect. If you present that to the teacher, they say no. The biggest issue with that is, okay, like I'm not like entirely opposed to it, but the bigger issue with that is I don't want to have to. I don't want to be here for the rest of my life. I'd like to be at a Shrine of Amana sometime within the next century, as opposed to spending my entire natural life doing Shrine of Amana. You'll really have to forgive me. You really will have to forgive me. I know there's a lot of gentlemen that have made their careers around Dark Souls 2 and loving Dark Souls 2, and I do love Dark Souls 2. But I don't want to spend my entire life in Shrine of Amana. I would much rather move on to another video game at some point, so I can have the pleasure of playing that. Shrine of Amana itself is fine, though. Please, sir, I'm but a humble orphan, and I require you. And my make-a-wish is that you beat Shrine of Amana with just the Vanquisher seal. Is that what's going on here? Do we have a dying orphan in the chat? Oh fudge. Who desperately needs to see the streamer die to Shrine of Amana? Is this one of those Eddie Murphy comedy movies where I hit my head a bunch of times and the children laugh? Is that what's going on here? Is that the idea? Yes. Oh, please, sir. Please, governor. My cancer has reached stage 4. And I am but an orphan. I am but a humble dying orphan who have need of your Shrine of Amana. Please, sir. Please, Vanquisher seal this for no reason. Please, my dying wish is that you Vanquisher seal the Shrine of Amana. I am but a dying orphan. I am but a humble dying orphan. I team up with the Make-A-Wish Foundation to fulfill a child's dying wish of me beating Shrine of Amana with with the Vanquisher seal. And Spider-Man is there too. Why not? Just have Spider-Man there too while we're at it. Just while we're at it, we'll have Spider-Man there too. We'll have Captain America and Spider-Man there. We'll get some actors to play them, and the kid will be dying. This really isn't very funny, to be honest. It's funny because it's funny on the basis of the idea that a child would probably not ask for a streamer to beat Shrine of Amana. That kind of doesn't make any sense, right? Like it's kind of inherently silly because like children don't know Dark Souls 2. This game is like 15 years old. Or it's less than that, right? It's only like 10 years old. This is like a 10-year-old game. And like a child with cancer would not know what Dark Souls 2 was. That would be like something that would be unfamiliar to them conceptually, right? So that's kind of where the humor originates in. Is the suggestion that a small child would know what Dark Souls 2 was, or would care about Dark Souls 2, or would in any way, shape, or form be interested in watching a streamer suffer trying to do this area with the Vanquisher seal. Like, and the kid was very specific. The 6-year-old child was very specific that they wanted to see Vanquisher seal, Shrine of Amana, and the Make-A-Wish people were like, well, our hands are tied. You know, the child is very specific. Exactly how a child would have that kind of specific, cultivated micro knowledge about a 10-year-old video game for like hardcore players, we don't know. He's gonna ask me to do Pokemon Yellow with only Muck next. That's his next thing. He's gonna be like, streamer, cough, cough. Beat Pokemon Yellow with only Muck. It's a pretty universal joke, I think, for people of my age and milieu. Do the Binding of Isaac Tainted Lost run for me, streamer. And I'll swear profusely. That's the only issue, is I'll swear profusely the whole time, so they won't be happy about that. Do a Deathless No Bonfire, streamer. The sick child. You know, that's what I should have gotten into that. I should have become like a Spider-Man. Like a guy who pretends to be Spider-Man. Well, I think those guys don't do that as a career. That's the only problem. I think you don't just get to be Spider-Man all the time for money. I think you have to... Even if you did, it'd be really exhausting. It'd be like insanely exhausting and tiresome to sit there and pretend to be Spider-Man 100% of the time. It must be like a side gig. Yeah, Nicolas Cage in that film. That's what he says. In that one famous movie. Oh god, not the bow. Anything but the bow. And then I shoot my poison arrows. It's from that famous Nicolas Cage film. Oh god. Ah, it just one-shot me too. Oh, it's bad. Oh, that's bad. Well, my deathless, my plan for a flawless, deathless Shrine of Amana has come unraveled. I've gotten lazier as we've gone down the line here. As we have progressed in the New Game Plus cycles, I have done nothing but get lazier and lazier. And I have grown fat and content with my play. Very streamer adjusted. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Maybe I would have died in some other equally humiliating way that makes no sense. That makes even less sense. See, at least in that case, I just got one-shot by some random crap. Because everything one-shots me at this point. Literally, like, basically everything one-shots me. Except for these. These are like the only... You know, it's so funny, people are like, oh, Shrine of Amana is so hard. Shrine of Amana is so hard. Blah, blah, blah. All this stuff about Shrine of Amana. It's like, these are the only enemies that don't one-shot me. These are the one enemies in this game. Oh, my controller's like broken right now. I can't even... I need to buy a new controller right now. I need to go online and buy a new controller this second. Right after the stream, I have to buy a new controller. I'm gonna go on Amazon.com and buy a new controller right after the stream. This controller has only lasted me like 2 years. Oh. Dark Souls 2 is too much for this controller. You know what they say? It's always darkest before the souls. As the old saying goes. Come on. Come on. Come on, lock on. Lock on. The Make-A-Wish Foundation calls me up. They ring me. They're like, we know you're really popular with children. We know you're extremely, extremely popular with children. Obviously, it's Mr. Beast and then you. You know, kids love you and your content. Delve game guides. They love Dark Souls guides. They love Dark Souls 3 guides. That's what the kids are into. They like the Binding of Isaac. Actually, kids do like the Binding of Isaac. It's one of those weird things where kids actually do like the Binding of Isaac. I think kids see that stuff on YouTube and they're like something goes off in their heads. They're like, oh, Binding of Isaac, look at that. They see it as like being weird and esoteric when it's actually kind of just like a big old in-joke is the problem. They don't understand that it's like just like an awful game. So it's actually kind of ironic that there probably is overlap between me and like the interests of children because of the Binding of Isaac. Kind of weirds me out. Well, it doesn't weird me out, but it's like, as an expert at the Binding of Isaac, I do find it very strange. Because it's really just kind of like... It's really just designed to screw you. Like, that's kind of what it does. Oh god, my controller's broken. It's really just designed to, like, goof you over. And so, like, the idea that children are interested in it, I find very amusing. Yeah, Rush. Yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, that's a great idea. I'm playing too carefully. Yeah, that's the problem. Oh god, my controller is still broken. Especially with my controller broken. Better play really, 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 really aggressive with my controller broken. That seems like a really smart idea. Yeah, my controller's broken, so I better just be very aggressive here too. I literally have to buy a controller right after this, and I knew it was coming. And I put it off. So I don't have it on the way. I need to like have it shipped this second. And have my new fancy controller here. So that I can play more Dark Souls 2. And Demon Souls. Yeah, you know, I gotta make sure I treat this like a speedrun at all times. It's very important that I behave like this is a speedrun. Even though it's not. See, and that's how you do it. That's how you really do it, right there. Oh no, not even close. Not even remotely close. That's what I'm saying, is it... Trying to... Never mind, I lied. They do almost kill me. Yeah, why not? Poison arrow them. Go all the way. Deny yourself no opportunity to succeed. I say, deny yourself no opportunity to succeed. That's my motto. Heroism comes in many forms, gentlemen, or folks, ladies and gentlemen. Heroism comes in many forms. Sometimes the biggest heroes seem like they do the least of all. That's the motto. Sometimes it really do be like that. Sometimes the smartest people, the biggest heroes, and the greatest of us all, seemingly do nothing. Seemingly take the easy path. Look at this. Look. We just kill the ghost or whatever. Move on to the next one. Hello. How are you? They don't quite one-shot me. If I get hit by 2 in a row, I die. That's just not gonna happen. Oh, poison arrow. Controller's broken. Controller's still broken. Okay, hopefully I can get a controller fast. I can go to the store near where I live, but they sell like bad products too, so I don't want like a bad controller. I want like a good controller. I guess I can go to the Best Buy. But again, I want a good controller, not a bad one. Take the train down to the Best Buy. Take the midnight train down to the Best Buy to get any controller. He took the midnight train to get a new controller from the Best Buy. Don't stop. Playing Dark Souls 2. Oop. Hold on to that feeling. Okay. That's not going to be a thing, don't worry. I'm not going to do that anymore. Oh. This is the real virtuoso stuff. This is the virtuoso at work, right here, yeah. Cheesing. Memeing. Yeah, no, doing journey renditions for Dark Souls 2. Yeah, don't stop playing Dark Souls 2. What's another one? I don't know anything about their catalog of music. You know, I remember I saw this thing on YouTube about how the end of the series, The Sopranos, has that song in it. And the only thing I could think about the whole time I'm watching this YouTube video is, while that's going on, is I'm like, that must have cost a lot of money to license that song for your TV show. That's like licensing an Elvis song. That's like unbelievably expensive, probably, to license that music. That particular song, that song in particular, I imagine was extremely expensive to license. Like, I have no doubt that cost a tremendous amount of money to license that song for the ending of The Sopranos. Like a truly absurd amount of money to license. Another thing about The Sopranos that I don't understand, though, and I've never seen it, but he's called The Sopranos. He's Tony Soprano, right? And so I'm not really sure why he's Tony Soprano when I think of the phrase sing, I think about somebody ratting out, you know, like I think about somebody who like, you know, like they're being questioned, right? And they like rat out their colleagues, right? So like you're this mafioso and you rat out your colleagues, right? And it's like the term for that is to sing, right? Like, oh, Apollo, or I guess squealed. Squealed's another one too, right? But singing is a way you can also describe that, right? So it's kind of interesting to me because I don't really know what the fact if he rats out his colleagues during the show or anything like that. So I'm very confused by the concept that he would be called The Sopranos when literally the first thing I think of is that Sopranos implies that he's going to go to the police and like rat his colleagues out, right? Or like admit to his crimes or something like that, right? So I'm like very confused by the concept of the show. Like I don't really see why it would call The Sopranos unless that was like a call, unless that was like a hint about like how the show is going to end. Like it just seems weird. Like I don't understand what possible explanation there could be for that. Especially considering, as far as I know, Soprano is not even really a common name. It's like nobody's named Soprano. So it's like, what other possible explanation could there be for his name to be Soprano? Well, the actor's dead. The actor, I can't remember what his name. James Gandolfini is dead, apparently, which I didn't even know until I saw that thing on YouTube. Very weird, very strange, very sad, very tragic, I suppose. I'm not a fan of his work or anything like that. I've never seen any of it, but I mean, you know, just in general. Seems to be a very talented actor. don't think I've ever seen anything with James Gandolfini yet. Other than people want me to... It seems like the internet wants me to watch The Sopranos over and over again. Yeah, I'm forgetting to die in Shrine of Amana. That's really the mistake I'm making here, is I need to be dying 15 times and crying and screaming and breaking my monitor. And that's what I really need to be doing right now. If I want to really appeal to the youth, if I want to appeal to the stupidest kids, I need to, and then sell gambling too while I'm at it. Yeah, that's what I really need to do. Sell gambling, and then scream, and cry, and die a bunch of times to this dumb enemy. Oop. An Archdrake, and let's see, how do we do this? An Archdrake Cleric in a sunken room. The smell of magic and Demon of Song. For a smile they can share the night. Yeah. I don't know. That's all I got for that. Oh. See, what I should do is I should license that song for this episode, for the next stream. I should like pay Journey $1 million to let them use that song in my live streams, and then I could just play it on loop all live stream long. That one song. Pay them tens of thousands of dollars for my Dark Souls 2 live stream. Pay them literally tens of thousands of dollars for the rights to that song. Probably hundreds of thousands, maybe. Maybe. Wow, look at that. Got an invisible bicycle over there. Now he's playing stealth. Okay. Whoa. Hey, see, I've never seen The Sopranos. I assume the whole plot of the show is like, hey, I'm walking here. Hey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if you're Italian, American. I don't mean any disrespect. I'm sorry. That's a joke that everybody makes about that show, Sopranos. See, I don't get it. I haven't seen it. What I need to do is I need to watch it. But that's the problem, is everyone tells me to watch it, but it's like I don't have time to watch The Sopranos. It's like it's like 3 seasons or something. It's like I don't even have time to watch American Psycho. You know, it's like I've seen American Psycho like twice. It's like that only took me like, 5 hours to do. Versus like the entire Sopranos series, which is like it's like Breaking Bad. It's like, how am I supposed to watch Breaking Bad? How am I supposed to find the time to watch Breaking Bad? I don't understand where the time is supposed to come from. You know? It's like, how am I supposed to sit down and watch Breaking Bad? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know where the time is supposed to come from that I sit there and I watch Breaking Bad. It just is incredible to me. How everyone tells me, it's like over and over again. I hear on the internet, it's like, oh yeah, watch Breaking Bad, watch Breaking Bad. Everyone has to watch Breaking Bad. Breaking Bad is the greatest thing ever. It's like Death Note made by Americans. And it's like, I get that. I get that. Well, no one says that. That's what I assume is going on. That's what I infer is going on via my reasoning. My capacity for reasoning. I get that, and that's really cool and all. But I don't have the time for it. Yeah, well, I mean, they don't ruin it. You just gotta pick them off. Just like lightning weapon up or whatever. Just pick them off. They're not really that bad. They're not that bad. I don't think they're... Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, well, if you don't like the arena, yeah, that's not gonna work. You have to like the arena. Uh-oh. I need lightning weapon here too, actually. We gotta go through that rigmarole again. Oh, Leo. Uh-oh. I don't have lightning... Uh-oh. Honestly, it's probably not even worth... It's fine. It's fine. You know, I was thinking about that and how, like, the irony about Fallout New Vegas is, right? So if you've ever played Fallout New Vegas, that's actually kind of the brilliant irony to Fallout New Vegas, right? Is like Caesar and Caesar's Legion is the bad guys. And yet there's an irony, there's a profound irony, right? Where like the NCR, it's like every NPC, every like NCR NPC, now that I'm thinking about it, is like a smoker. Like they all smoke cigarettes. And so it like really clarifies like the larger meta narrative about like how like Caesar's Legion is actually the good guy. It's like really weird. Like, the nature of propaganda as like an institution, as like a cultural framework. Boom, hit through the thing. Blast the lightning spear. Uh-oh. He's out on my tail. See, I knew. See, that's the thing, is I've been on that for a long time. I've been like, Caesar's Legion's actually the hero. That's what's really going on. That's what's really going down. Whoop. I aspire to be Caesar in all things. For sure. Like, personally. Whoop. Demon of Song Death? Oh no. Haha. That's funny. Demon of Song Death. That's just funny. That's like comedic. That's like really funny. That's really, really funny. That is really funny. That is probably the funniest thing that I've read all day. Actually. That is legitimately the most humorous thing that I have read all day. Demon of Song Death, dude. It's crazy. You chat. What are you gonna think about next? What are you gonna think? Oh shoot! Well, you almost got your wish, but not quite. What is crazy chat gonna think of next? Demon of Song Death. That's just the craziest thing I've ever read in my whole life. That's like asking me. That's like asking. I don't know. That's like asking a butterfly not to turn into a caterpillar not to turn into a butterfly. Yeah, gee, I wonder why I have denial on all the time. Gee, I wonder what's up with me in denial. Oop. Wonder if maybe there's like a reason I have denial on all the time or something. Maybe it has some kind of use or something? I don't know. Yeah, because he might have killed... I'm not sure if he would have killed me through Sacred Oath or not. There's a possibility he wouldn't have killed me through Sacred Oath, but there's also a possibility he would have killed me through Sacred Oath, because he hits really hard. That boss hits really, really, really hard. Even on New Game +1, or I mean not +1, even in New Game, if you get hit by that boss, you take a lot of damage. So there's a very real possibility that would have one-shot me even through Sacred Oath. It's hard to say. I don't know. Obviously, I haven't tested that. But yeah, that's a boss that hits like a truck. That boss hits about as hard as you can possibly hit in this game. It's like one of the highest damage enemies, I think. Something like that. Ludden's Allen, I think, hit pretty hard too. Fume Knight hits pretty hard too.
Life is brilliant, beautiful, summer, wonderland.
Okay. Yeah, it's really good. It's really good. It is really good. It's actually like the best spell in the game or something. It's very weirdly good. It's like very unusually good, actually. Very weirdly, strangely, unusually good. Like legitimately very good. Yeah, well, I mean, you know. I think I just got lucky, to be honest, to a certain extent. I think I just got really lucky, and I just like was like, oh, let's try Great Chaos Fireball here, and what turned out to be really good. To a certain extent. Okay, what are we doing? Old Iron King Soul, that can go. Honestly, I don't care to do Throne Defender or Watcher. Maybe, well... Nah, we're not gonna mess around with that. I think that's going. Demon Assault. Oh, we're not gonna have enough. We're gonna be a little short here, I think. Oh, maybe not. So, okay. Roll Rat Authority. It's another couple thousand. Scorpius Najka. Ah, we're gonna be a little short here. Oh, we'll get Blue Smelter Soul. The other one. That's fine. See, if I hadn't died, if I hadn't lost a bunch of souls, I'd be more on track to... What am I buying from you? Oh, I need, Crystal Soul Spear. Yeah, I'm going to use that against Throne Watcher and Defender, too. I'm going to use Great Chaos Fireball against Throne Watcher and Defender. Talk to her again.
Bear and
Bear the Curse. Yeah, that sounds like a really winning combo of spells. And so with Dark Orb, with Dark Blade, you can literally have it on at all times. Although with 99 attunement, you should be able to have any buff spell active, I think. So you probably could have Crystal Magic Weapon if you wanted to, or something, and like have it active at basically all times if you wanted to. Not that it's like necessary or anything. But yeah, I do like Dark Blade. We switch to magic. Do I have Pale Stone? Do I have Magic Stone? I think maybe... Hold up, I need to look up Velstead, actually. I need to look up Magic, Velstead. Yeah, don't produce light. Got it. Got it, homeboy. I got you, fam. We're speedrunning, so we don't gotta worry about producing light. Hold up. Let's look at Velstead real fast. What is he weak to? Because I could switch to well, wait a minute. Is he weak to magic? Oh, he's weak to lightning. Okay, good. I have that queued up. Let me grab some magic stones from Chloanne. Lock-in spell, yeah. Yeah, you need that dark blade. You gotta you know, it's not the best buff spell in the game, but boy howdy is it the classiest buff spell in the game. That's for sure. I dark my blade all the time. Who up darkened they blade? I can't get enough of darken my blade. Nope. Oh. No, she's dead. She's hella dead. She's out of here. Oh. She's been dead for a long time. Poor girl. She's like one of my favorite NPCs. Yeah, she's one of my favorite NPCs too. Actually, I actually unironically like her. I think she's a fun character. Her and Pate. I like her. I like Pate. I like Creighton. I think Creighton's really cool too. I think all three. I think the whole lot of them are actually really fun NPCs. I think there's very few NPCs in this game that are bad. I think even what's her face, the Pyroman. I think Carhillion's okay. I think Carhillion's probably the weakest NPC in the game. Well, Chris Von Salden's pretty okay too. He's very like generic. But he's more. I don't like him as much as the Crestfallen Warrior from DS. From DS1, and I don't like him as much as Hawkwood either. I think Hawkwood's more fun too, but he's okay. He's fine. I really Chichigran's pretty boring. Blue Sentinel Targray's pretty boring. They're okay, I guess. Gavlan obviously does nothing. Very boring character. Yeah, I don't think this game is great for characters on the main, but of the characters that have character, I think they are really fun. Oh, Velstat's going nowhere. This guy doesn't even know which way he's pointing. This guy couldn't find me on a map if he wanted to. Why don't you see if Vendrick's weak to dark? Right after this. This guy couldn't find me on a map if you gave him directions. If you put it on a kid's Happy Meal box or whatever, the back of a cereal box, you couldn't find me. Oop. Yeah. Oh, I didn't even have a Leering on too. Yeah, cheating. Cheating by dodging. Cheating by knowing how to fight the boss. Okay, hold up. We gotta figure out. I need to check to see what he's weak to. What's his dumb name again? Vendrick. Vendrick, the once true monarch. Vendrick. DS2. DS2, please. Vendrick, Dark Souls 2. Oh, he has no weaknesses. Okay. He's resistant to dark. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. So lightning's probably the way to do with him. Technically, he's weak to bleed. So, by the way, the wiki's wrong. He's technically weak to bleed. But that doesn't really matter. We can just keep going with lightning here. I love the wiki so much. The wiki's where all the magic happens. That's, well, not really, but it is good. I do enjoy the wiki so much. Knowledge. What are they? Does anyone get that meme? Anyone know that meme? Knowledge. But you know what I care more about than this Lamborghini? Knowledge. That guy's actually really crazy. That guy's like a hardcore like grifter influencer. Like a hardcore 10 out of 10 grifter influencer. That is just like completely dishonest. But oh fudge. Well, kills my mojo there. So that guy's like a really hardcore like grifter influencer. Just like a really hardcore grifter influencer. Just like a 10 out of 10 full-blown grifter influencer. Like absolutely like, but he's so blatant with it that it's like weird. It's like kind of bizarre. And so I watch a bunch of YouTube poops on him. Like a bunch of like videos where they remix his the things that he says and make him. What's a grifter? Do you not actually know what a grifter is? Is that a legitimate question? Or he goes online and he's like a scammer, right? So he goes online and he's like selling courses, right? And the courses don't actually teach you anything. He just makes a video online and he's like, buy my full course for knowledge or something, and he like tells you to read a bunch of like cliff notes for books or something like that, right? He's like basically a grifter. It's like funny because it's like all you got to do is ask me a question, and you'll probably get better answers than you would out of any influencer. Well, like a lot. You probably get relatively good answers out of me for like basically any question, as opposed to these guys. Although I do like the YouTube poops about him; those are really funny. And the thing about him is he's like in this mansion. So this is the larger character arc of this guy, right? Because he has this like Lamborghini and he lives in this mansion. He supposedly lives in this mansion and he has this Lamborghini, but he just rents them. He just rents them and then acts like he has them, right? So he's kind of lying by omission. He's like suggesting that he owns this Lamborghini when he absolutely does not own the mansion or the Lamborghini. He's just like screwing around. Oh, fudge. Well, you might get your wish today because this guy just annihilates me if he hits me at all. This guy's also immune to poison too. But like I said, he's technically weak to bleed. So the wiki's wrong. He's actually technically weak to something. But, I mean, in point of practice, bleed does very little, so... You know. But, I mean, technically, Lud and Zalin are weak to bleed, too. Fun fact. But anyway, so yeah, he, like, pretends to live in a mansion, and he pretends to have a Lamborghini, and he doesn't have either of those things. And the funny thing about it is that I feel like he's less bad than a lot of these grifters, right? So there's, like, a bunch of guys who are, like, self-help gurus who are just lying to a certain extent. They're just like, buy my, you know, get quick rich scheme or whatever. And the idea being is that they're like scams that they're not even allowed to do anymore, right? So I watched a Folding Ideas video on this, and he's talking about how these like guys are like, they're like selling this course where it's like you can make money by having AI write books for you, and then but it's like they've been banned from Amazon for doing that. Like people complained that was what was going on, and then they got banned from Amazon. So it's like they're selling this course about a strategy that does not even work anymore because people have caught on to what they're the scam. Okay, there goes Vendrick. Bye bye Vendrick. We loved ya. We love you, Vendrick. We love you. There he goes. As dead as they come. Coveter of fire, seeker of thrones. You killed me good. Okay. Level up twice. If this even matters. It's okay. Do really all these keep? The old me did. I think the old me did win like this. It just took slightly longer, actually. I think it just took like slightly longer, actually. Woodfork Road. There's kind of no old me. there's kind of no old me. Well, it's gonna happen again at some point, but probably not today. I've pretty much been the same person for the last month or two that I've streamed. And the plan is to stay relatively the same. Well, that's not actually true. To stay pretty consistent for the next year or whatever. I'm kind of old enough now that I don't want things to change. Is the problem with me. Well, that's not a problem, but I don't know. I'm very stressed out with my professional life, so, you know. It's nice to have something to do that's, like, very relaxed. Very chill. Backstab a Cyan Knight. But no, that's the thing, is I got the winner's heart, you know. That's what it comes down to. I'm a winner through and through. That's the real bottom line, unfortunately. Unbeatable sheep. You're never gonna get L's out of me, and you won't get L's forever out of me either. That's the other thing. I'm kind of a W machine, as you've identified. I'm kind of the W machine here. It's been W's for a long time with me, and it's gonna continue to be W's with me for a very long time. I'm kind of addicted to the W's. I'm kind of addicted to the big W's that I get every day when I wake up. I wake up in the morning and it's just W's right out the wazoo, and then I go to bed and it's W's. Then it's just you get addicted to it, you know. You really do. You quit smoking and then you get addicted to the W's. You get addicted to crushing it. You get addicted to missing your wife Caitlin, who you haven't seen in like 10 years. You get addicted to missing her and waiting to see her again. You get addicted to the running, to the going for the runs. You get addicted to playing Dark Souls 2 for the stream. You get addicted to all the stuff like that. You get addicted to this. You get zeal for life. You get addicted to all that stuff. All that stuff you get addicted to. You're like a crackhead. Waiting for the next morning. Waiting for the next Dark Souls 2 boss. Waiting for the next video game. Waiting for the next, you know, professional thing. You know, professional thing that you're doing. Waiting for the next YouTube video to come out. You know, you just keep thirsting for that life. That good life. Over and over and over again. You can't get enough of it. You're like an addict. You're going crazy. Looking for that good next piece of media. Looking for that great new video game. Looking for all that stuff. Waiting excited every day to build on the knowledge that people have about Dark Souls 2. Excited to kill Guardian Dragon again. Because why not? Let's push it to the limit. That's the idea. Every day, you know. We get to be out here. Yeah. Well, yeah, okay. Well, you're right about that, but that's okay. You know, not every boss gets to be the biggest W in the world. It's a real shame. It's true that not every boss in Dark Souls gets to be the best boss in Dark Souls. Okay. This is the unfortunate truth of it. Okay.
Dang.
Not every boss gets to be the coolest boss in Dark Souls. That's true. But don't worry, I'll hit you with a surprise here. You want to know what surprise I'm going to hit you with? You want a surprise here? Let me guess. You want a surprise here? You want me to do something crazy, don't you? Well, I got some good news for you. I got some really good news for you, because we're gonna hit him with the crazy stuff. We're gonna really massacre this guy. Where is it? Where is it? Yeah, there you go. Let's toss that on there. Hit him with some soul spears while we're at it. Yeah, why not? Let's bust it down. Clear bluestone. Where is it? And we'll get it in. We'll get something done. Let's really hit him with the magic here. I mean, at least he's better than the giant dragon. Hello, Mr. Ogre. Thank you. My controller's just going ham. Yeah, why not? Let's hit him with... Let's hit him with Wrath of Gods. Let's light him up. Yeah, you know, yeah, but I mean, like, come on. It's fine. It's cool. Oh, wow, it's bad. Oh, wow, that's really stinky. Oh, wrong one. Wrong staff. I'd probably do more damage with Great Chaos Fireball. Oh, fudge. Wow, that was really bad. I actually kind of didn't expect it to be that bad. I sort of expected a lot more. I think maybe his hitbox is weird or something. Oh, I'm out. Out of juice. Dude, people say Staff of Judgment is bad. My question to those people is, are you insane? Oh, jeez. Are these people insane? Staff of Judgment is not Staff of Judgment. Staff of Wisdom has never been bad. I don't know what people say Staff of Wisdom is bad. I literally cannot imagine anyone thinking that Staff of Wisdom is bad. I don't understand where that comes from. People are literally in my comments all the time. They're like, Staff of Wisdom is bad. Staff of Wisdom is bad. I don't understand that statement in any way, shape, or form. That statement is like, it's like not even... It's like, I don't understand that statement. I literally cannot comprehend the words. What do those combination of words mean? Staff of Wisdom is bad. What does that mean? How can Staff of Wisdom be bad? Staff of Wisdom is so good. Staff of Wisdom is so insanely good. Staff of Wisdom is goated beyond all goated belief systems. Staff of Wisdom, if you really need a little bit of extra cast speed, that's totally cool. I understand that. Just switch to something else. Staff of Wisdom is unbelievably brokenly good. Okay, yes, Staff of Wisdom is bad against some enemies. Okay? For those enemies, you just use Witch Tree Branch. But look, I mean, it's like, come on. It's literally just like, think about this for 2 seconds. Give this any amount of thought at all. And tell me how you could think that Staff of Wisdom was in any way bad. Look at this. Okay, well, that missed. But that wasn't Staff of Wisdom's fault. Ugh. Ugh. My character's like Mondays, huh? He's like Garfield, looking for the lasagna. I mean, that's ultimately, yes, it's not really impressive compared to just attacking him, but, like, come on. Good enough. Uh-oh. What's he doing? Oh, there he is. Camera boss. Oh, jeez. That's so... No, I did not go on a date yesterday. Why? I volunteered yesterday. No, I don't have any... I don't know any women. That's really funny. The idea that I would go on a date, that's actually really hilarious. I volunteered. I went to I volunteered at the art theater near where I live. There's a Rocky Horror Picture Show showing. I was there. You could probably figure out who I am based on that information, actually. Well, maybe not that exactly. But if you really wanted to hang out with me, you probably could that way. But no, I volunteered last night at the local art theater. It was a Rocky Horror Picture Show, like I was saying, showing, and it was really busy. It was really busy. They were even patting people down at the door and stuff. It was really weird. And all night, I just like asked people if they need their parking validated. I did that all night for like 3 hours. Honestly, it's probably better than a lot of dates. Honestly, I hate to say it. That's the sort of thing I'd probably rather do than go on dates in a lot of cases. Oh, I cleared Bluestone on. No! No, I don't. I don't have cleared Bluestone on. This guy just takes no damage from... Faith. What? I guess he's resistant to thrust. Fudge. God. We're getting so sloppy. Then I went home and I had a baked potato for dinner. It's really good. But I got free popcorn. I got really free popcorn. It's really good. Uh-oh. See, they have this thing at that movie theater where there's literally free parking, but you have to get it validated. Okay, so there's like a little paper slip that the parking company gives you, and you have to take it to the usher at the theater, and you have to give it to them, and then the parking is free. My theory is that the stupid parking company, okay, is basically ripping people off, and they want people to double pay. So the movie theater itself pays a fee for free parking, and that fee is supposed to cover all of the parking. And then what happens is the movie theater company, but the parking company doesn't advertise that you need to take the slip to the attendant. And so people literally forget the slip over and over and over again, and nobody knows that you can get your parking validated. And so I have to sit there and tell people that they can get free parking and get their parking validated. Not to mention the fact that street parking. That's the other problem, is street parking. So the idea being is that there's all these street parking is also ample. Okay, but you have to pay a meter for street parking. So people are in the theater, and they are like, "Oh, we parked on the street." It's like you can literally get free parking here, but you know, the system doesn't really advertise that. They don't really care to let people know, because probably what's going on is the parking company is double dipping, right? They're charging people the money for the thing, and then they're also collecting a fee from the theater. Is my guess, and so it's like really sleazy and awful. And I'm not a big fan of it. But you get the idea. Pyromancy. Yeah, and then maybe later this week I'll see a film. I'll go see Begonia or something. It looks really terrible. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I'm literally exactly. I'm telling people this stuff, but it's all the time. And you'll have people who like almost will forget. They'll be like, "Oh, thanks for reminding me," and they'll scan the thing. So yeah, but it's hard to say. Maybe somebody else would have been assigned to do that task, but it was still really busy. So it's hard to say. Probably my handler would have done it. The woman who handles me, or who like tells me what to do. She might have done that, but she also has other things she has to do, so it's like weird, yeah. So I guess it is really lucky that I'm there. Well, yeah, that's what I would think. Yeah, I don't know. I think they should just like advertise. They should like have on the slip or something. It should be like take to the theater. You know, there should be big text on the slip that says like take to the theater and then you'll get free parking, right? But they don't even want to do that, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what the slips say. I should probably read them. Because I've never read one either, but I've also never parked there, right? So, and then probably the parking system itself doesn't say, I don't know, maybe people just aren't reading the signs or something, but to me it looks like there's no sign. To me it looks like they don't advertise the fact that there's businesses nearby that are paying a fee. Like they're going out of their way, yeah. So I suspect that's what's going on. And they specifically go out of their way to not advertise you can get free parking. But it's hard to say. Because I've never actually parked there. Because it's not that far away from where I live. So I don't have to park to go there. Not that I have a car anyway, but that's neither here nor there. Surprisingly dangerous. Driving is. It's kind of shocking, actually. Okay, I think this is where the stream should end. Once I finish talking to Aldi here. It's been 3 hours. But we're going to have a stream tomorrow. And I need to clear out my footage drive and so I can record more footage of this game. This is this character. Let's see how long this character has been played, actually. Before we do anything else. Or before we quit. First with human effigy up. Human up. Yeah. Get my makeup back on fleek. Or whatever. Yeah, well, I think... I don't know, it's downtown, and so they probably can't have an honor system for that spot. Because there's a lot of people parking, stuff like that. So I don't know if an honor system would work in that particular case. But they definitely need to go through the trouble of like telling people that if they're going to a nearby business... So we're at 119 hours basically. We're at 118, 53, 38. So by contrast, my dexterity character is 27 hours. My intelligence character was 18. Did I kill every boss at 18 hours? Okay, this is actually really crazy. So look at these characters, right? So 27 hours for dexterity, 18 hours for intelligence, 17 hours for pyromancy. There's kind of a trend going on here, I think. 13 hours for non-scaling, 14 hours for... So this is literally... Hexes were literally an hour slower than non-scaling. And then 16 hours for mundane. Gee, I wonder why mundane took longer. And then... quality took 23. Wow, that's crazy. And then deathless took 5. Hold up, let's look at quality. Before I end stream, let's look at quality real fast here. I want to remember what I was doing with this character. Okay, so this is another Covenant Champions. This character is Covenant Champions is what's going on. Here's me testing stuff. This Dragonbone Fist. And you'll notice I have rune bracers here. Boom. She has the same face as my other character. Okay. Hold up, 1 second. Oop. This is my yeah. This is the first Covenant Champions character I ever did. Oop. Come here. Let's test this. Oh. Dude, new. Wow, enemies hit like nothing on new game. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, this character's so cool. God, look at how squishy these enemies are. Okay, I gotta end stream. That was so awesome. This is so awesome. This is such a trip down memory lane. Oh yeah, the twin blade too. Okay, hold up. Gotta use the twin blade. This character is awesome. This character is absolutely goated. Ah, oh, it's okay. And we got the bow. Look at the draw speed. This draw speed is bad though for the compound bow. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so the stat spread on this character is 50-50 strength dex. I only have 48 ADP. Yeah, this is like a pure physical character. Anyway, and stream's gonna end in like 2 seconds here. So thanks for watching, everybody. It's been a lot of fun. Thank you for the comments and stuff, the chatting or whatever. Yeah, you too. You too. Have a good night, everybody.